My name is Blake Hayes. I went to Brighton Grammar School. I graduated in 2016. I currently play football, college football at the University of Illinois, gridiron, as some people call it. And most significant moment, I would have to say we were playing at home in front of about 50 to 55,000 people. And my teammate, James McCourt, hit a game-winning field goal against Wisconsin, who were ranked, I think, 23rd at the time, which means they were the 23rd best team in the country. And we were true underdogs, and we beat them on a game-winning field goal. And I was on the field for that field goal, holding the ball. And after that, basically all the fans, 50,000 of them, stormed the field. My parents included, former teammate in high school, Andrew McGrath. He was also there. So just a really wild experience, something that I'll never forget. Definitely at school, just the whole footy process in general. It really started, I was playing first 18 in year 10. We went undefeated that year, won the Premiership. The next year, the same thing, undefeated Premiership. And then my third year, year 12, we were able to go through and win the Premiership as well. We only lost the last game of the year. We'd already won it by then, so it was a bit of just an extra game for us. It was just amazing to have such a successful season with obviously your schoolmates, your best mates, and just to go out there. We didn't have the most talented team. We didn't have the team, full of star players. We just had a lot of guys that, were willing to work hard, play tough footy, and, we're able to get some wins through the process, which was really good. I was playing footy at Brighton Grammar in year 11, and I was playing TAC Cup as well with the Dragons. And I really just wasn't enjoying my footy at the TAC Cup level. I found it very individualized, and it wasn't a team environment like high school was. Obviously playing for Brighton Grammar was, your best mates, and you're just going out there having fun with your friends. But TAC Cup wasn't really like that for me. There wasn't a sense of team purpose. So initially I looked into studying abroad for a semester in America, just for something different after high school. I didn't really want to go to university back home. It was just something I didn't really want to do. And my school teacher put me onto Nathan Chapman and John Smith, who run Pro Kick Australia, which is a group that trains punters to go over to America and play college football. And having a footy background, you can transition very easily from footy to being a college punter, and really went from there. I played high school footy my year 12 year, and also trained on the side with punting. And then once school finished, I went full-time with punting. And then in 2017, in June, I came over here to Illinois to start playing. One thing I don't think a lot of people realize is that while I play at a college level, at a university level, we average around 40 to 50,000 people a game, and myself have played in a couple games with 100,000 people watching. So it's a very big deal over here in America. College sports, it's completely different. I think for a school like ours at Illinois, we attendance-wise, I'd say we're middle of the pack, and we would average more than a typical home and away season AFL game. So it's very serious over here, and the crowds are very involved, and they call it the alumni system, where former students who have graduated from the university, have ties to the school, and they always come back and watch games, and I think it's a very special bond that people have with their school and their football program. Brighton Grammar, our first 18 footy coach, Robert Shaw, he was definitely the most influential to me. He helped me a tremendous amount. Coming in as in year 10, as my first year playing first, he was very hard on all the guys that were young, and he was very old-fashioned coach, which at the time can sometimes be a little daunting. And you might think, oh, why is he this hard on me? But it really pays dividends towards the end of the year and towards your senior year, when those expectations are a little more relaxed, and the standard has already been set. So his manner of coaching is one that I still haven't come across such a better coach than Robert Shaw. And also just the standard that he set with taking a group of guys that were not the most talented, but he instilled in us so much confidence through preparation throughout the week. And just the way he went about things, taking the Brighton Grammar program from what it was when he first got there to 3 undefeated premierships. It was something very special, and he's a very unique coach. School sports taught me that in order to have success on and off the field, you have to have a really strong support network around you. For me, playing at Brighton Grammar, the support network on the field, in terms of just my mates and getting around us during football games, we had so many students that would help us out with water boy stats and all that, and just the camaraderie that you have on the field definitely helps to win games. And you take that off the field as well, and you form such a tight bond with all your teammates and all your mates just outside of football, that also help the team succeed. So I think it's both just the camaraderie that you build throughout the program, if you want to use that word, that really helps you see success both on and off the field. There's a lot of leaders that have influenced me. My brother, first of all, is the biggest leader in my life. He played first 18 footy in year 9 all the way through year 12. I'll say it for him. He was a very dominant player in high school. He did very well for Brighton Grammar, and just the way he went about things, how he worked hard, and just the example that he set on and off the field was something that I aspired to be like. As I go back to Robert Shaw again, just the way he conducted himself and the way he put in the work for the team was very inspiring. And then also former teammate Andrew McGrath, school captain, and just the way he also went about his footy as well, was second to none. He really was a true professional before he turned to professional. And that was something that I look up to and try and still emulate to this day. Yeah, probably had a couple. We used to go for dinner the night before at a place called Rock Salt. We'd order the same thing every night. I actually still hold this superstition where I drink a kombucha before a game, kind of different, but that's probably the only superstition, honestly. I try and keep away from those because from what I've heard, just around the grapevine, they're not too good to have when you're in a high level sport. So just try and keep all those superstitions away and just stick to a routine. I guess one piece of advice I give is for those in high school, you don't necessarily have to do what you think you're planning to do. So for me, I always thought I was gonna, try and pursue a footy career, whether that was through VFL or if I was lucky enough to go to the AFL. And the thought of really like leaving the country and playing a different sport and transitioning over to the country was really only in a year process when I made the decision, and then when I came over. So I would say don't be pressured by external sources into doing what they think is best for you. I would say you have to do what is best for yourself, and if you really want to do something, then there's always a way to do it. It's whether it's through hard work, whether it's through resources available to you. I mean, punting was something I had a dream of doing, and I didn't realize it until year 11. And here I am today through the resources, through the coaches, and through the relationships that I've formed.